Welcome to our centering practice today. So we're going to focus on this area of the body and kind of energetically focus on centering ourselves, coming back to ourselves, coming home to ourselves, if you like. So let's start with a little warm up, coming back to the directions of the spine that we practiced right at the beginning of these 30 days. Let's take an inhale together and an exhale. We'll start by finding the standing cat-cow, so opening up and coming back in, drawing into center. Make it as big or as small as you like, just see how you feel. Just starting off small, check in what's there, and then maybe make it a bit bigger. Carry on if we're on the mat, if we're seated. Here, we're opening out and coming back. You might even fold all the way over, see how that feels. Just make it your own, just starting to wake up the body. One more. And coming back up. Nice. Let's take an inhale at center. Exhale, we'll come down one side, waking up the side body here. If we're on the chair, just making sure that we've still got our balance, maybe holding on to the side of the chair to make sure we're steady. Inhale. And exhaling. One more on each side. Slowing down that breath. Lovely. Nice. Let's find a little rotation. I'm going to take my feet a bit wider. Find that little sway. Maybe the hips stay forward, or perhaps you want to lift the heel, finding a bit more rotation here. Making space in the body, making space in the mind. Nice. Back through center. Lovely. Just notice how you feel after that little practice. And so now we're going to come towards, we're working towards a triangle pose, possibly. We'll see what happens. So we might like to start by finding a side bend. Perhaps you hold on to something, like a chair, just to grab your balance. Let's bring one arm up and then over, finding a little side stretch here. So we're going a bit deeper this time. Still seeing if you can find that lightness and ease, not bringing any tension into the body. Inhale up. And exhale to release. Nice, coming on to the other side. So as you're ready, inhale up, sending it over. Ooh, that feels really juicy. Inhale here. Still keeping that lightness through the head, the neck, and then releasing. Gorgeous. So, option to continue with that. If we're on the chair, it might be that we're coming to a side bend that looks a bit like this. So I'm holding onto the chair here. And we can still find this lovely waking up with the core, the center, the sides. It's almost like you can get a sense of how everything is connected, right? From the fingertips all down through the arm, connected all the way down to your sitting bones, this long line of energy. Have a play around there. And if we're standing, we might continue with the chair, with this side bend, or maybe you want to have a play around with a triangle pose. So, for triangle, we've got our feet a little bit shorter, I'd say, or for my body anyway. I have them shorter than a warrior too, but see what feels right for you. Find that plant in that ground, in those roots through the feet. We'll bring the hands to the hips first. Inhale, and exhale to dip or hinge over this front leg. So my leg is straight, but it's not locked. So I've got a little micro bend. We'll come back up again. Dipping over as we exhale. If we're on the chair, we can still keep playing with these side bends. You can see we're still getting a kind of side stretch here. One more. And then this time, we might let the bottom hand come down the leg potentially, or maybe we hold on to something like the chair. That's another option. You could have a block there on the floor if you want. Backhand can stay on the hip, or maybe it reaches up into the air. Just check in, see where it is in space. The head could look up or straight ahead, or maybe even down. Still feeling that grounding through the feet. Just make sure that we're staying light and easy breezy. Breathe into that side body. Inflating the side ribs, and then exhale, lowering that hand if it's lifted. Use the feet to push us up. Super, back up to center. So wherever we are, if we're on the chair or standing, just let that go. Find a little looseness. Ooh. How does it feel to come back to the center? I think that sometimes in the world, with so much going on, it can feel like a bit of a whirlwind around us, and we need to have this capacity to gather in and to feel this strength here so that we can stay close to ourselves, come home to ourselves. Inhale and exhaling. Nice. Finding our triangle legs on the other side, or maybe we're switching arms if we're seated. Lovely. Inhale. Exhale to find this hinge, keeping that micro bend in the front knee. Inhale, back up. Dipping over this front leg again. So working into the side body. Exhale, calming down, and then maybe we release this bottom hand, maybe we don't. Maybe it calms to rest on a chair or block. And then option to keep the back hand on the hip, or perhaps it comes up. And check in with the neck, where does the head want to be? Just finding a comfortable position, finding space in the body. So we're shortening through this side and lengthening here, creating space for the breath in these ribs. Feel them inflating. And then exhale, lowering that top hand. Use the legs to bring us up, back to center. Gorgeous. Oh, shake it off. Nice. So just do one last standing cat-cow. Inhale. Shine your trans heart out into the world, and exhale, coming home to yourself. Inhale, I shine my trans heart out. And exhale, I come home to myself. Bringing hands to prayer. Taking a bow inwards and honoring this inner wisdom, coming home to our center and trusting in ourselves. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow.